A lot has been said and written about Darren Lockyer since he announced that 2011 would be his swan song, but perhaps the greatest tribute of all was that his last official home game against arch-rivals Manly would be sold out several weeks in advance. After giving the great man a rousing reception, the capacity crowd rose again 5 minutes in when Peter Wallace sailed through.
And it goes to McCulloch and goes away to Wallace. There was a decoy run, went round behind one of his own. It's a penalty.
The only problem was that the sizable gap had been largely created by decoy runner Alex Glenn, and referee Jared Maxwell didn't even need to send it upstairs. The Broncos suffered a significant blow when electrifying fullback Josh Hoffman hurt his knee fielding a seemingly innocuous bomb take. So young hooker Andrew McCulloch took it upon himself to compensate for the side's reduced attacking capacity.
Did he get it down? Well, looking at Corey Parker, he did.
The Brisbane Rake had plenty of work to do, but did wonderfully well to get it down. Depleted by suspension and injury, Manly were more resilient when Corey Parker tried to crash across. Then a minute later, they forged their first real chance as Daly Cherry Evans carved the defence up down the middle.
Got it to Robinson, no knock on, came off the leg, that's a kick, and then grounded in goal is Gillette. The
Broncos' second try made this special afternoon even more memorable.
He's found the flyer. Oh yes, he's a pilot. That's how good he is, Yao Yi.
5 minutes later, another kick brought dividends for the Broncos.
This is the last of the chase from Brisbane. Good. Gillette will score. Matthew Gillette has scored for Brisbane. A ball that hung up there and hung up there.
With Lockyer pulling the strings and Brisbane still a slim chance of stealing second spot from the understrength Eagles, they went in search of more points.
It's gone from Hunt back inside to Teo. Teo gets it back to Yao Yi. Yao Yi scores another one.
What would have been a cracking four-pointer was cruelly denied by video judge Steve Clark, who ruled that Scott Anderson's fumble at the start of the movement had gone forward. It was a massive let-off for Manly as it kept them in contention, at least on the scoreboard, with 40 minutes remaining. Few could have foreseen it, but the new half brought a dramatic shift in momentum, and it was triggered by a perfectly placed Cherry Evans skyscraper.
Let's hit the upright. Manly have got a chance. That went back off them. They've still got a chance. It's Robinson with the ball.
Brisbane's defence failed to recover in time to halt the giant known as T-Rex.
Buehler is snapped down by Friday. Played quickly. Ballard inside Williams. They can't stop him. It's an impossibility.
Just under 2.5 minutes was all that the re-energised Sydney-siders required to go back-to-back.
Down the sideline goes Oldfield. Back into the middle. They go over and they score again. Cherry Evans is in for Manly.
Without his partner in crime, Kieran Foran, Queenslander Cherry Evans was doing it all. And another of his bombs threatened to blow up in the Broncos' faces.
It's gone to Matai. Matai to Oldfield, and Manly have scored another try.
Manly were confident they had snared their third try in quick succession, only to have the video verdict return a finding of offside against Steve Matai. A relieved Brisbane had retained their lead and extended it with just over an hour gone.
Now Wallace, and here is Beale. Beale will score. Gerard Beale.
What followed a few sets later could have a huge impact on the Broncos' title bid.
Oh! Friday is upended tight. Whoops. Did he put him in a dangerous spot? Jared Maxwell didn't hesitate.
The blockbusting back rower was reported by Maxwell for a dangerous lift, jeopardising his availability for week 1 of the playoffs. That may have been playing on Thaida's mind when he saw a certain try slip through his hands soon after. And Yao Yi also went close again in the dying stages.
Knocked backwards, was it? No, he said knock forward.
Despite that, Brisbane had done enough to get the result that most of the 50,000 fans had come for, winning by 18-10 to afford Lockyer the ideal curtain call at Suncorp Stadium, even though he'll go round again next Saturday in the second qualifying final against the New Zealand Warriors.
Good to get the win today. Great atmosphere. The crowd were fantastic, and Manly played a very tough brand of footy today. I can't believe it, to be honest. It's been fantastic, and I'm just so appreciative, and I'm just really glad that everyone came here and they got the result they wanted.
David Rowlands, Big Pond Sport.